morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time you are watching this video. Kalimera, kalispera, ciao, or bonjour, depending on the country you are watching this video in. With this video, we want to inform you about the interesting and inspiring workshops presented to you at EuroMaintenance 2021, the largest European Congress on maintenance to be held in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. These workshops relate to the central themes of the Congress: human factor, sustainability, smart industry, safety, and asset performance management. Today's topic is the human factor. To give you an insight on what to expect on this topic, we invited 3 experts to share their knowledge with you. On this roundtable, we have Mr. Cosmas Vamvalis, and I'm very honored that you are here, Mr. Vamvalis. You are the chairman of the EFNMS, and besides this, you are board member of SEPVI, which is the Association of Information Technology Companies of Northern Greece, and also you are managing director at Atlantis Engineering. So welcome.
Thank you very much.
Patrick van Veenendaal is Associate Professor at Hogeschool Utrecht, University of Applied Sciences, at the Institute for Design and Engineering. And as well, you are NVIDIA board member, Section Technique. Welcome, Patrick.
Yeah, thanks.
And last but definitely not least, Roger Ham is Continuous Improvement Engineering Lead at Kerry, a taste company. Welcome.
Thank you, Laura.
And my name, you heard it all, is Laura van der Linde. I work at Mainnovation, a consultancy firm on maintenance and asset management, and I'm marketing and communications coordinator. So with this introduction, which hopefully gives you the right information you need to come to EuroMaintenance, I start this video. And after this, I want to start with a statement. And the statement, because the theme is the human factor, the statement is, with smart industry, so big data, artificial intelligence, robotics, the development is going towards a world where we are working with a humanless factory, so a factory without employees. Can you respond to this? Roger, is this the future?
I don't think so, because for the big data, you always need people to validate all the data and do the analysis on it. So no, for me, we always need well-trained technicians in the factory.
Okay, Patrick, you are nodding.
Yeah, I agree with Roger. Big data will certainly change the things we will approach to work in the factory, but still we need to have guys and girls with tools to solve problems, for instance, or to make the factory work. So there will be a change, but not completely without people.
But these guys and girls are hard to find. So maybe this is also a solution to the problem that we are not finding enough people to work in our factories.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
okay,
definitely. And not only in the factory, but also in the hospital, for instance.
Okay, Cosmas?
Yes, I agree with the other two. This is true, and as you all of you said that we're changing skills, so everything is going to be more automated, and now we need more IT skills in order to make the maintenance of the assets. So we just all of us have to be adopted. Also, the companies have to be adopted, and to have more skilled younger people with the right skills to be able to manage all the tools that the companies are providing.
And as a chairman of the EFNMS, you see this as a problem in all of Europe, that this is something that we have to do, that the adopting to new skills, because we were all used to our visual inspections, and maybe then we started with the instruments, and now we have to work with data. This is all over Europe a problem or a challenge, maybe? more positive view?
As you said, it is a problem on the one side. On the other side, it's an opportunity as well, because new employments are coming, and the people can be employed in other tasks more interesting. So the maintenance task can be more promising for someone. So I think it's an opportunity, and we have to keep it on the positive side. Mm-hmm. So it's more challenging, the maintenance job in the future.
And how is EFNMS contributing to solve this problem?
Training is taking place in all our 24 country members, so we have to train. We're keeping training everyone in order to be addressing the right skills and to be on time in the right period and to be able to address the problems in the companies. So I think that everyone is on this page, and everyone is facing this challenge now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And Roger, is this something you recognize in your factories as well?
Absolutely, and I think we should. It's all about capability, and we have to increase the capability of the technicians in other directions. But we should also change the way we maintaining our factories. So we should also do the automation better, that we have tablets for the technicians with, for instance, they can easily find parts what they need, and they can check in the warehouse already if it's available, so that will reduce the downtime, for instance. So no, it's all about making the analysis and the tools what we have to give them.
Okay, okay. Patrick, of course, yeah, you work at a University of Applied Science. Is this something? Yes, of course. When you look at the program you were teaching 20 years ago, it is probably very different compared to the program you are presenting now. Is this true?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And in the last couple of years, we also got new studies, new master's programs with the name data in it. So data-driven design. We have next level engineering. There's also a course on data modeling. So it's becoming increasingly important to not only get the data from your machine or from your building, but also to check which data is important for instance, your maintenance. And that's something that we teach our students, both in bachelor and in master's levels.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In maintenance, it is all about, well, I don't know, I say all about, but an important topic is asset improvement, to get the most out of the assets and make them work, make them work constantly. We have a pitch about this topic.
Hello everyone, my name is Veenendaal, and in this workshop we will take you along with the start of a journey. NEXT, together with our client Henkel, will share with you how an ambitious global asset improvement program will cash benefits right from the start. A major issue in our field is the struggle to invest in multi-year programs to improve maintenance excellence. Each production site, on the other hand, has to deal with monthly and yearly budgets. We want to see savings, optimum improvements, not after a multi-year program, but right from the start. Exactly this challenge we took on with a NEXT Henkel joint journey. I'll be honest with you, it was not a paved path. So in the workshop, we will also share the pitfalls and learnings with you. If you like a challenge and have high ambitions for your APM and maintenance excellence, join us in the workshop.
So this was Siebrand Wening from MaxGrip. And of course, asset improvement, asset performance management is about two things. It's about technique, and it's about the organization, the people. It's about change management. Roger, I can imagine that in your companies, in your factories, changes had to be made, because it's 2020 and next year 2021. There are a lot more possibilities for predictive maintenance, for working with robots. but we need to get used to this. So change management, how do you manage this, right?
Yeah. Of course, what Simon is also already mentioning is that you have long-term and short-term, and you would like to do a long-term culture change, training your people and that they have the better understanding. In the short term, you have to do to get the benefits. Otherwise, the program will not adopted by the company. So that's you have to do a hybrid strategy when you do the APM, and the best way to do it is to train your people, do the short term, make sure you have your uptime at a high level. Therefore, you need your people on the shop floor, and then you get the benefits, and that you can continuously improve to the next level.
Okay, Cosmas, you heard the pitch from Siebrand. What is something you would like to ask Siebrand if you hear this pitch?
Workshop, so I'm sure that I'm going to attend it because improvement is really important. Also, as EFNMS, there is a new booklet about the KPIs and the harmonization with KPIs in the States. So we're working a lot on this, and it's very important to keep improving and to keep monitoring your figures, to set targets and all this process. So I think that we're going to listen a lot of things in EuroMaintenance, including both this workshop that was just presented and presentations by EFNMS team.
Okay, all right. We have another pitch.
Hello everyone, my name is Siebrand Veenendaal, MaxScript APM consultant. All of you will know the importance of good maintenance plans and strategies. And you'll not be surprised if I tell you that this all means nothing if the work order handling is ineffective. The true fun of the job is to have the maintenance team perform successfully with a smoothly running workflow. In this workshop, we will show you the impact of an efficient workflow through an interactive role play. You as spectators will make decisions. The actors will act accordingly and either succeed or fail to do the job. We'll have a good laugh, but also probably confront you with your own organization's inefficiencies and the impact that comes with it. So if you want to be challenged in a fun way and are also ready for some eye-openers, join the MaxScript workshop, The Impact of an Efficient Workflow.
Okay, so this was, again, Siebrand Veenendaal talking about the impact of an efficient workflow. Patrick, is this something you teach your students, or is this something that they will learn on the job?
Well, we teach our students this. So we have a bachelor program on technical business management. And one of the key things that we teach them is how to make workflow, for instance, in a factory or in a hospital, more efficient. But also in a master program on maintenance and asset management, well, I normally I'm only there when they do the graduation presentation, and most of the times the workflow within a factory or another company is most of the time the bottleneck of the research that the student has done. So, for instance, someone works in a factory and he has to go through 50 years of paper to find out how the maintenance is done. And in those 50 years, there's the word wheel is there thousands of times, but there's never mentioned which wheel it is that was broken or that they needed to be lubricated. So we definitely focus on a more efficient workflow to eventually gain more money for the company. Yeah.
Okay, and Cosmas, do you think this is something a lot of companies can benefit from? That efficiency is a thing to focus on?
Yes, definitely. And this is something that has changed a lot during the last years, because through the mobile phones, everyone now in the maintenance departments are using mobile. So everything is mobile. Everyone has the device on his own with himself, and this makes much more efficient, as you are saying, all the notifications, how we receive the information or how we execute the information and send it back. All this process is one of the things that has changed a lot through the mobiles.
Mm-hmm. And Roger, this might be something you see as well, because you have older employees and you have the younger ones coming in. Do you organize something that the knowledge of the older people will be brought to the younger people, and the younger people maybe take their abilities with working mobile to the previous generation?
For a workflow, it's important that you have done a proper planning and scheduling, and that's what I missed in a lot of factories of us. We now have a proper planning and scheduling plan, so most of it were only scheduling and never planning. So when you know when your materials are in, the equipment is available, then you can send out an experienced technician with a new technician to a job, and then it can be done very efficiently and effective. So it's especially in this project of this presentation, I hope that Maxgrip and Siband will show the importance of planning and scheduling, because that's what we miss in the industry.
Okay, so that's a challenge for Siband here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to show the last pitch, and maybe you have a challenge for Erwin de Wit as well. This is Erwin de Wit.
Hi, I'm Erwin de Wit, consultant at Maxgrip and project leader for Watenet's clustered maintenance. Maxgrip and Watenet will present a workshop on how this new way of working improves Watenet's maintenance efficiency and how it improves job satisfaction among the technical workforce. Clustered maintenance, or blokkenonderhoud, has become the accelerator of internal synergy and efficiency for Watenet's technical department. With the clustering of maintenance into designated blocks, Watenet creates a transparent and efficient way of working that leans heavily on team collaboration. If you want to find out how it's done and how it improves job satisfaction, join our workshop and find out.
Patrick is talking about clustered maintenance. Is this something you recognize? Is this a theme at the University of Applied Sciences?
Well, I checked his project page because I was wondering what he meant with clustered maintenance. And it's stated that the goal is condition-based maintenance based on data. We see that in the science, so in the maintenance science sector, the change is more made from condition-based to predictive maintenance. So I see the condition-based maintenance based on data that it's an improvement, but I was wondering if you can see some connection with predictive maintenance in the future, or is that one step ahead of what he's doing at this moment? But the data is still, well, we talked about this earlier, the data is still
exactly
the future for our world, I think.
Yes, I thought here we are back at the beginning, because data, big data, IoT, and all the possibilities with this, we can work, we can make the same improvements, we can do the same, but with less people. So is this true? Okay, a human-less factory, it's a utopia. I'm not sure if this is an English word, but impossibility maybe, but less people, would this be the future? Cosmas?
I think I would say not less people, more efficient people. So we can do the same job with a better job with the same number of persons. So it's very important, just to come back on cluster maintenance. The team working that was just being presented is really important. So we have to transfer knowledge from the one person to the other in order to be more effective. It's not only technology. So that's why it's very important to be present on EuroMaintenance 21 and to attend and get all these good ideas and good practices that are going to be presented.
Yes, yes, because of course it's all about the human factor. Without our employees, without the technicians, there is no work done at all. And of course, in maintenance, it's really, really important because we have to keep the factory running. Roger, can you tell me something about how maintenance is organized at Kerry and how the employees are the most important assets of the company?
It's what Patrick and Cosmas already mentioning is it's all about doing it effective and efficient. And with all the data we have, it becomes easier to cluster your maintenance. And when you cluster your maintenance, your equipment is available. And that's the pressure we always have, that it's difficult to get the maintenance slot planned. And when you have clustered maintenance and you know exactly when your equipment needs the maintenance and you can do it very efficient, then in the future we will have not a human-less factory, but it will be much more efficient, and that's the goal we have at Kerry. And I think that's what Waternet is also proposing.
All right, I think every topic we discussed comes together right now. It's about efficiency. It's about big data. It's about analyzing it the right way. And of course, for all this, you need people with the right skills, so with the right education as well. And cooperation, of course, with all employees together and with other companies to bring innovation. That's another topic we mentioned earlier. So EuroMaintenance is the place to be. Of course, you can see these topics, these workshops, but there are a lot more workshops to follow, not only about the human factor, but sustainability, but safety, smart industry, all kinds of topics. And you can see it all at EuroMaintenance. So we hope to see you there next year. And I think my guests at this table, and are you going to be there next year?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Place to be.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for your response, and thank you for your input on this topic. And I hope to see you all next year. So ahoy, sayonara, hadet, and goodbye. Thank you very much.